Now RSS started, its foundation was done by 5 Chittapavan Brahmins. They decided that they will not be operating on democratic grounds. So how will they operate? They appointed one Sar Sangchalak, meaning supreme dictator. Now this supreme dictator, before he comes to know that he is dying, he will put the name of his successor in an envelope, and that person will be leading the organization till he decides something. So this is how it began, on a dictatorial principles from top down. At that time, the national movement was building it up from bottom upwards. Everybody could participate in the political parties, everybody could participate in the national movement, and they had a right to choose the people who represent them within their political parties. So on one hand, it began at a dictatorial principle. On the second hand, they developed a module of indoctrination training of their Swayam Sevaks, their followers. They are called Swayam Sevaks, means volunteers. Now how were they trained? The module was this, that ours is a Hindu nation from times immemorial. Muslims invaded it, Christians invaded it, and now people like Nehru are trying to say that this nation belongs to everybody. But this nation doesn't belong to everybody. It is a Hindu nation belonging only to Hindus. So to counter these things, negative influences of the people like Nehru, the values of national movement which don't regard it as a Hindu nation, so under the leader of RSS, Hindus will establish a Hindu Rashtra. Now the question came when RSS was formed. Some of the women relatives of the RSS volunteers, they also wanted to join RSS. So one interesting story goes, then one Lakshmi Bai Kelkar wanted to join RSS, and she wrote a letter to RSS Supremo Hedgewar that please permit us to join RSS. Now normally at that time in all the organizations of Group A, women were participating, women were welcome, they were becoming part of the social and political life of the country. But with this letter, Dr. Hedgewar got very disturbed, and because the cause of disturbance was that RSS, as its name suggests, it's a word coming from masculine gender, Swayam Sevak. So how can women be the part of these organizations? Because according to RSS, it is only the patriarchal norms which can establish the Hindu nation. So what should women do? Women should form another organization which will be subordinate to RSS. And what will be the name of this organization? The name of this organization will be Rashtra Sevika Samiti. Now names tell a lot of political agenda. Please note, Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, Rashtra Sevika Samiti. I hope you have guessed that males themselves are a nation, so the word Rashtriya, and women are the servants of them. That's why Rashtra Sevika Samiti. The second thing is that the word Swayam is missing in the organization meant for women. What is Swayam? Swayam means one's selfhood, one's self. Because according to every patriarchal ideology, be it Muslim fundamentalism, Christian fundamentalism, Hindutva, RSS, Hindu fundamentalism, Nazism, fascism, all these regard women as subordinate to men. And this becomes very clear in the adoption of the word Rashtra Sevika Samiti. RSS was basically formed to put forward the values of Manusmriti in the modern form. How can I prove this? One is, I have already said, in the name of Rashtra Sevika Samiti, the equality of women is already taken away. And as in Manusmriti, the secondary position of women is brought in through a very clever maneuver by naming that organization in that particular way. Now, how to keep Shudras at the secondary level? Because in the modern times, currently one has to believe that all are equal at the level of make-believe. At the level of make-believe, you will say all are equal. But subtly, how to give a message that we are not equal? For that, they have brought forward an ideology called integral humanism. What does integral humanism means? Integral humanism, though this word sounds very interesting, but its meaning is very retrograde. What is the meaning of this word? This word integral humanism says that as any organization, its different components are balanced with each other. For example, take a human body. All the different organs are doing their different parts. Head is doing its own part, arms are doing its own work, legs are doing their own work. Similarly, in the society, different type of people are performing their own functions. So we want an integral humanism in which the traditional occupations are maintained. Now this is a way of giving a signals that Dalits should remain where they are, and Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Shudras, they will continue to remain what they do. Now RSS today claims to be a very patriotic organization, but we know that its major leaders never participated in the freedom movement. Sometimes they have made the bogus claims that they were part of the freedom movement, but sometimes also some of them went to jails as a matter of exception. But overall, it was not a movement which they endorsed, it was not a movement in which they participated. Now after India's freedom in 1947, 15th August, this stream started accusing Mahatma Gandhi of appeasing Muslims in a very serious way. It started a hate propaganda not only against Muslims but also against Mahatma Gandhi. The result was that Nathuram Godse, a trained volunteer of RSS, he killed Mahatma Gandhi in the cold blood on 30th January 1948. At that time, RSS was banned because people knew the connection of Godse with RSS. And Sardar Patel, who was the Home Minister, he went on to say that RSS has spread the communal poison in the society, and it is because of this communal poison that we had to lose the father of our nation. I must tell you, when Mahatma Gandhi was murdered, at that time, by word of mouth, it was spread in the Vidarbha region RSS branches that on 30th January evening, very happy news is going to come. And that news, what was that news? That news was the loss of father of the nation, which shattered many people emotionally and physically. But that was a matter of joy and pleasure for RSS. It distributed sweets to celebrate a particular event which was tragic for the whole nation. And at that time, Sardar Patel not only banned RSS, but it refused to accept the apology that they have nothing to do with this, because people knew very firmly that Nathuram Godse was a trained volunteer of RSS. And Nathuram Godse's brother Gopal Godse as much conceded this fact in various interviews given from 1993 to 1998. In 1998, Gopal Godse, brother of Nathuram Godse, gave an interview to Times of India, where he said that myself and my brother, we had never left RSS. Then the interviewer asked him, then why did you say in the court, why did Nathuram say in the court that you people have left RSS, you have nothing to do with RSS? Then Gopal Godse says, we had to say this to protect our other colleagues who were members of RSS.